Welcome to your guide to finding your purpose. By the end of this video, you'll have the tools to stop feeling lost and start building a life around what's been calling you. We're first going to journal a bit about your past. Ask yourself, what moments in my life made me feel most alive? This tool is about tracking the emotional spikes, your childhood fascinations, your obsessions, what truly fascinated you as a kid, even if it's a little thing, or deep curiosities that kept resurfacing. These are not random. They are the trail back to your origins. When I was younger, I've always been drawn to those stickers where you can customize your own characters and you can play around with them and dress them up. That said a lot about me because that kept resurfacing. I liked customization and the ability to storytell through visual arts, which led me to digital art, which led me to other things as well. And it's not about me just liking digital art as a skill. It led me to realizing that no matter what career I choose, I will find a way to storytell. I will find a way to connect and get other people to connect to the work I'm doing. That is something I've always wanted. I've always wanted a connection. I wanted to form connections through work, through art, through my programming career as well, which has nothing to do with digital art at the moment, but I managed to bridge those two things together. That is something that I truly love learning. It has to do with my origins. It has to do with something I've always loved and wanted to learn about. I've always been curious about how to connect technical things with creativity, how to storytell through whatever it is I'm doing. This is not about what you were told to like, what you were told to focus on, what you were told to do as a kid. Maybe your parents put you in classes, like let's say piano classes, or you've taken whatever your parents told you to. I'm not talking about those things that you were drawn to or good at. I'm talking about what really truly fascinated you. I'll give you 3 questions to answer. You can literally write this down on your phone. You can write it down on a piece of paper, whatever you have. Just write it down, get it out, so we can move on to the next part. First question is, what did I pretend to be when I was a kid? That can be anything. Go back to your daydreams as well. Things that you may have still been daydreaming about to this day. Those things are important. Note them down. Second, what did I obsess over without needing anyone to tell me to? Third, what made me feel like time just disappeared? Your purpose or your origins do not always appear to you through some grand or promising inclinations. It may be something as small as liking a certain toy rather than the others. It can be anything. I want you to take note of all of them. The next part is the Pain Reframe tool. What kind of pain or discomfort do I strangely enjoy enduring? If you do not have any, that is okay. But think about it. Every origin, every life task requires effort, but there is a specific kind of work pain that feels meaningful, even when it's hard. That is your clue to your purpose that will get you to find meaning in whatever it is you're doing. I'll give you an example. Some people really hate editing videos, okay? You might love the obsessive detail of it. Why? Ask yourself why, because that is not random. Next, we'll get into the origins audit. For this part, ask yourself this. What parts of my current life are borrowed versus chosen? Many people are living in someone else's idea of success. This tool helps you separate cultural programming, whether it's family, religion, school, whatever it is, from internal wiring. Sometimes your purpose is not this huge thing where you're clearly so fascinated about this one specific thing. Sometimes it is buried under the things you were praised for, not passionate about immediately. So look into those as well. Next, we're gonna do some pattern recognition. What themes repeat in everything you do? Even in your life, even if your life feels random, whether it's music, coding, sewing, storytelling, there is often a through line. Your gift shows up in different masks. Your job is to find the pattern. Journal or list all your hobbies and passions, then draw lines between them. This is your journal prompt for this part. I'll give you an example in my life. As I said before, I'm in computer science, but I really like arts. There is a line. I can still be creative in both fields, and the type of creativity I bring to the table is very similar, even though the actual skill itself is very different. I want you to write one sentence that will motivate you no matter what you do. How do you come up with that sentence? Well, you look at the things you just wrote down and you figure out your drive, something that you've always wanted to do. I cannot tell you what your motivating sentence will be, but I can give you an example and hopefully you can make your own based on what you wrote. I want to create things. I want to solve questions that are deeper than surface level. I want to heal people through my stories. I want to heal myself and others through my stories. That is my motivating sentence. That is what I use throughout whatever it is I'm doing. Think deeper into what you wrote down. Even if it sounds random, think about it. How can this sentence fit the career I'm in? Or how can it fit this task I want to do? How can it fit whatever it is I'm doing? So even if you're in finance and your motivation sentence has nothing to do with finance, make it fit somehow. The final tool I'm going to give you before we go into drawing your life's path is the tiny action tool. What's one small way I can honor my origin this week? The goal isn't to quit your job or change your whole life. It's just to take one aligned action that makes your soul feel seen again. That rewires your identity. That will regain the trust you have in yourself. That will tell you that it's not too late. Even if you chose a very unrelated career path to your origin, it's not too late to feel passion in your daily lives. An example is if your origin is storytelling, literally just tell one story throughout your week. Just do whatever it is to rewire your identity. Chapter 2 is just your reminder and basically a prompt to feel ready for whatever it is that is coming your way, even if you do not know the details of your future. I tend to get very anxious when I'm uncertain of my future, which is why I overly plan sometimes more than I do the things that I want to do. So I need you to understand this concept to rest easy and rest assured that everything will be okay. Keep your motivating sentence in your mind. Reaffirm it every day and do the steps I've mentioned in chapter 1. Remind yourself every week. Do one thing a week for your origins that reminds you of your purpose, that reignites your passion so that life no longer feels unfulfilling, boring, or uncertain. What I need you to understand is all fields are very occupied. You're not going to feel special when you just choose a field that is given to you from the list of majors or job positions. You're going to always feel like you're not special unless you narrow it down. Think of it like this. Every time you choose something, find a way to narrow it down for it to align more to your passions, to your origin, to your motivating sentence. It's like what we said before about making everything fit your motivating sentence. And even if it's random, it's not. But this chapter is more on how you can make your career work for that. I need you to write your career down and write how you're going to make it fit. It's not too late. You do not need to be regretful. There is no such thing as regret. Why do I say that? Because everything you do is just a lesson. I'm not telling you the bad things that happen to you are good. I'm not telling you everything that you've went through, all the bad choices you made are good. There is something that drove you here today, and that something is what you experienced. We are made of experiences, and your experiences are guiding you somewhere. Your experiences make up who you are. Do not think your career choice is a big mistake, that your life is over. You can still make it work. You can still narrow the niche you're in, the niche of the career you're in, because in some ways this niche corresponds to your uniqueness. Find your primal sense of feeling like an exception. The next part of this concept is find skills or subjects that you can learn on your own time, which you can combine to the added field of knowledge to the original one. The skills that you're going to be learning during this time are things that might not be related to your field, but are directly related to your origins. You can combine those skills onto your current field to make something exceptional, to make something that is unique and very niche down. You can continue this for as long as you want and keep expanding on your fields, keep expanding, keep learning the things that will further nourish, further feed your origin and feed the motivation within you and fuel you. Because connecting ideas is a form of power. That is the skill you're gonna learn. That is something you can only learn after trial and error, through trying to connect your current field or whatever it is you're studying to your origins while still succeeding in both and niching down into a new niche that you've come up with, that you've expanded on, that you've mastered, which you can be exceptional in, which you can be special in, so you can finally feel like you're one of a kind. The road to finally building the life that feels fulfilling takes sacrifice and it takes patience. Remind yourself of that. Keep going, keep affirming it within yourself. This takes time, this takes patience, and I have that within me, and I can accomplish this. I can go so far. Life is not uncertain. I know what's going to happen next. Maybe not in detail, but I know that I am going to be okay because I'm following my origins as my compass. Repeat that every day in whatever way you want to repeat it. And I'm not going to tell you this is a journal prompt because you can say it in a way that you need to hear it. Take what I just said, reword it into a way that connects to you. The final part of this chapter is do not keep dreaming and making huge plans for your future, but instead concentrate on becoming proficient at simple and immediate skills. Through this journey, you're going to develop confidence and strength. The only thing you can do about feeling insecure when it comes to whatever it is you're doing with your life right now is making it certain for yourself that you are following your origins. But at the end of that road, or throughout the road actually, not by the end of it, you're going to slowly develop confidence and strength through everything you've learned, through the way you've taught yourself to connect things, which will make you feel powerful, which will make you feel like you're opening doors that nobody else did. When it comes to your experiences, your life, nobody, and I mean nobody, made the decisions you made the way you made them. Maybe they made similar decisions, maybe they made the exact same decisions, but did they have the experiences you went through to back up their decisions? Did they have your reasoning? Your reasonings for doing that specific thing that specific way? Or is it different for them? Or is it a completely different story? You have your own story. Do not think so little of yourself because you're not little. You're not made to fit boxes previously set for you. You're made to make your own path, to dig it even when it's hard, to make connections, to find meaning in your own way. This is the final thing I'm going to leave you with today. You only live once. Take the time you've got, however little or however much time you have, to focus on your origins, to focus on what you were made to do, to focus on your inner sparks that were gifted to you. Be grateful for the littlest sparks and honor them, because those will grow one day. They will continue to grow more than you've ever imagined. You are special even if you do not think so, and you will eventually see it. You do not become special at the end of this journey. You discover you're special by the end of this journey, but you've always been special. I'm not going to tell you to rely on my word for that, but I will tell you to trust in yourself. That is it for today. If you like this video, check out this other one, which probably will help you in some way in this journey of yours. Thank you for listening to this episode of The Art Diary.